오빤 Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style.
K-pop is pop. It's pop, but done by Koreans. So I think just simply put, K-pop was just a word that was made up amongst the people within the industry that could define what the Korean pop was. A lot of talent is bred over the past 5, 6, 7 years before they're actually debuted into the mainstream market in Asia. It's a system where there's a lot of training and healthcare and body care involved in the grooming of all this talent, along with the foundation of the formation of your vocal cords and dance choreography and whatnot, which makes what K-pop is today, which is based on a lot of perfection. But that's kind of the base of where K-pop has started and what it's become today. The marketability, that's another question, which has flourished around Asia and around the world. Oh, there's a lot of brands. There's brands like Burger King, there's Coca-Cola, there's a lot of Korean cosmetics, a lot of Korean conglomerates like Samsung or LG or Hyundai. There's banks around Southeast Asia and Korea that use these idols or talent to create more exposure to their brands. So not only products, but also in films and in Korean dramas and in music videos. A lot of places like Uniqlo or Gap, or a lot of global clothing brands that are involved in the marketing of using collaborations with K-pop artists or Korean talent. The biggest benefit is they get a ton of exposure. If you look at some of the Korean dramas that have done well in Korea, not only in Korea, but have flourished in China. China has such a huge population, almost 80% of the population exists in China. And when you have all those people buying lipstick or lotion or a certain kind of car or a perfume that they see from these Korean dramas, it creates a lot of exposure and a lot of brand presentation and a lot of sales at the end of the day that make up the marketing strategy. So a huge advantage has been made from presenting these products in Korean. You got to come to Korea. You got to come to Asia to really experience and learn the culture of how business is done. Not everything is done the American way or the European way. When you go to Rome, you do as the Romans do in Rome. You do as the Koreans do in Korea, and you do how the Chinese do in China. So in order to flourish in that community, you need to learn their line of work, their way of business, and how they strategize things in order to be welcomed into that country.
A long time ago, I started focusing on only been back 2.5 years, I started focusing on the culture of the organization. The biggest problem you have in large organizations is changing the culture, because sometimes fundamental beliefs get embedded, like we're the magazine company, and you've got to change that. So